What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Evercrisis video. Alright guys, I made a little mistake. So I made a DPS guide for Cloud using the Murasame as your main DPS weapon, and then the sub-weapons that work best around it. Now most of the sub-weapons I got correctly. There was one little mistake I made. A shout out to Victor on YouTube who actually pointed it out to me. Victor Monosign, I think is his name. So shout out to you, my man. I actually corrected the video, put a description on there, and told you guys to refocus something. So I'm going to correct that, and I'm going to talk about something that he mentioned to me that I never even thought of because it's such a typical thing in all role-playing games, right? And that's crit percentage. Where the hell is crit percentage? So let's talk about this real quick first. So the actual Murasame best sub-weapons are still going to be most of what I mentioned. The only difference here, guys, is going to be you're going to change it just a slight bit here, and that's going to be the actual R abilities are going to take one of them out. You're going to take boost crit potency out unless you plan to use the Buster Sword, which has crit on it. I'm going to show you guys where to find all that and how it works, okay? So again, I knew the weapons had crit on it, but I didn't think there was no crit stat outside of that whole concept. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? So you guys can see here the ones you want to focus on for Murasame is going to be, as mentioned before, physical attack, right? Boost lightning potential, and you still want to go with boost physical abilities or boost ability in general, physical abilities, or if you want to, you can put right here, the boost ability. Sorry, that's the one you want. So you don't want this one. And then boost limit break point. It's up to you if you want that one for limit breaks. This is completely optional. If you confirm, go back to filter. So these are still the best weapons here for him. So you can see here a couple of weapons were removed. For example, Mr. Bazooka there has now been removed, and now it's been replaced by a couple other weapons here instead. So still the main three that you're going to focus on is still going to be the Black Rifle, but it does have the boost critical potency, unfortunately. So you can switch that up to get something else if you want, but realistically it's still probably one of the best ones out there. Like, this is really good. Unfortunately, this is also the the weapon you need to take advantage of the thunder resist, right? Because it's on mid. So this is a way better weapon to have on Red 13. Now you can put yourself like some ice resist if you're looking for that. You can give yourself the boost wind potency. Again, none of this is really useful for Cloud in its current state. So this works fine because this will boost your secondary weapon if it has it. Now for me personally, like if you look at my weapon, so it kind of still does make sense for me as in my team because I use the Buster Sword as my secondary weapon, and this is where you find crit. Okay, if you look at it, there's no crit stat anywhere on the character, nowhere. Like I was like, look, like there's no way that crit percentage is missing from this game. There actually isn't a crit percentage, so it's actually located only on your weapons. So if you guys can see here, let me go into the Buster Sword, and if you look at the ability, the crit rate 10%. That's the only place, guys, that you can crit. So if you're not using Braver, right, you're not going to be taking advantage of crit potency. And if you're not using, for example, if you're using Iron Blade, you can take advantage of it, obviously, of it there. But the Murasame specifically, guys, has no crit rate at all. There's 0% crit chance. So it's just raw damage. This was a tough lesson to learn. Unfortunately, I should have known better, but every role-playing game possesses crit percentage. It just never even occurred to me that they would remove that completely as a stat and crit damage as a stat, and they'll put it in the weapons only or the R abilities. Sorry, guys. I make mistakes. So I just want to point that out. The weapons are still fine. Like, if you plan to use Braver to break sigils, the weapon is still fine that I had equipped. So you guys, I can show you real quick. My damage has, by the way, skyrocketed since then. So I'll just show you guys real quick, like where I'm going with this. Right? You'll see that the Murasame never crits, But I will do Braver a few times to show you guys the difference. Okay, so currently I'm just doing Training Quest. I'm just trying to level up my Red 13 because he's really, really far behind in terms of levels. So I'm going to show you guys. Oh, also, before I show you that, you can see that, where is his weapon? Hold on. Where's Red's weapon? Let me go back. Let's go to enhance. Actually, let's go to party. I'll show you guys Red 13's weapon. I'm noticing his was critting a lot, and I was like, why is this critting so much, right? Like this one here has a crit chance right there, right? So I'm seeing it happen all the time. Like it makes no sense that it's happening, but now it makes perfect sense of what's going on. So let's go in here, and I apologize, guys. My mistake on that. Again, just never would have thought crit percentage would have only been found in a weapon. It's like the first time I've ever seen that in a role-playing game where it's not a stat built into a character that you can raise through normal means or gear. But hey, I guess this is different, obviously. So you guys can see here, this is what we're running. I mean, we're going to overpower this, but I want to show you guys simply how this works from a crit perspective, right? You'll see the Murasame will never crit even once. That's why physical attack and thunder boost are going to be the best things for it. I mean, if you have no choice and you have to go attack boost, obviously use that, but it is a attack weapon. But look at Braver, okay? Watch. There's a crit. You saw that, right? Let's slow it down for you. Okay, we'll do it again. I want to show you guys the fact that this crits, or can crit. There was no crit there. Okay, try it again next time. This girl better heal us, man. Heal. Never crits. Okay, that'll never crit. Sorry, I set auto off and I should have been using Aerith anyways, but let me show you guys what I'm talking about here, okay? Look. Great damage, right? Awesome damage, but, I mean, okay damage there. That wasn't that bad. But you guys can see the crit just never happens. Look, never happens, right? It's just something I didn't notice until now that only the weapon has it. Now, if you use Braver, let's just use Braver for the sake of using Braver right now, okay? Let's just click this real quick. Hopefully I get it off before it thunders. Watch. Okay, so it didn't crit there, but we're gonna try to get a crit off here, okay? Ah, come on. just as I was gonna cast it. Don't kill Cloud, please. Okay, good. Try it again. No, remember it's only a 10% chance, right? So if you're not critting, crit potency is useless, right? So it doesn't really do a difference for you. Still no crit, right? 10% chance, again, very, very low, right? So yeah, I take it back, guys. Crit potency, not very good. That, on the other hand, is very good. So physical attack and build it with the thunder boost, and you should be doing a lot better. Okay, so you guys can see the thunder. Like Red 13 obviously has the new weapon on him, the Seaside Collar. It's perfect for Cloud, but I'm just still trying to get you guys to show you guys a crit here, and I don't think it's going to happen. You guys saw it in the beginning of the video though, right? There was a crit that just happened there, and that's the only time the crit potency is going to take into effect. Anyways, I just want to point that out real quick, so I apologize guys for my mistake. Lesson learned. Now we know which ones are better, so take that off if you don't plan to use if you plan to use Murasame without any crit weapons as backups. It's useless for it. Alright guys, this is Pain. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.